Tell us about your weekend last weekend, Florida, or rather Nebraska and Texas. Good win to start with, and then tough loss the second one. But what did you learn from your team in that first couple of days?
Yeah, I was excited about our energy. I was excited about just the way we competed. We didn't particularly play well. We didn't execute very well. There were so many things that I look back on film and I go, yikes. But I just thought that we were really tough. I thought we fought hard at every point. I thought that we were intimidating to the other side with how much we were enjoying playing the game together. And I thought that carried us really all the way through. And then we were able to make enough plays to win the first match. And we made a lot of really good plays in the second match too. And we had our chances. We just didn't quite pull it off. But those are two very good teams. Defensively, I thought we did a really nice job. And we held both of them basically under 200, which even just last year playing this tournament, it was over 300. So that's a huge improvement for us. Offensively, we need to sharpen things up, and we can be better than what we were. But I liked a lot of things that I saw. Yeah.
What was going through your mind the first couple minutes of the first match? Just the way you started.
Yeah. So I just I wanted to see how we'd respond, right? So I just sat down. And I told Ron, our assistant coach, who sat next to me, I was like, let me just sit here and let me see how we do and kind of what we need. And it was 0-4, and I called a timeout, and I was just trying to calm them down. They were anxious, nervous. And then it was 2-10, and that was my second timeout. And then after that, I told Ron, I said, screw this. So I got up and I just started chatting with them and tried to get them going, and we turned it around really quickly, and we went on a 23-10 run, I think, to end that set, which is unbelievable against a team like Nebraska. So I think for me is trying to figure out what role I'm going to play with my team as much as they're trying to figure out what role they're going to play with the team. Right, so I think I was able to figure that out, and hopefully as the season goes on and we get more comfortable with ourselves, that I don't have to do quite as much, but at least for now, that's kind of how it worked out. So, yeah, it's not exactly how I dreamt we'd start, you know what I mean? When you're thinking about starting your career, it wasn't exactly what I was looking for, but it was probably the best thing for us. So,
you mentioned the tape. What were some of the things that you saw that you can still improve on?
Our blocking was we blocked well and horribly undisciplined all at the same time. So I thought we had a lot of good touches. We were in their face. We were aggressive, but technically it was not very good. And we've really been working on that. So that ticked me off a little bit. So we went over that the last few days. And then our approach patterns, our routes when we take swings, we're very undisciplined. They were immature, and we have to be better than that. So and those are two really big things for us. So I think we can make those improvements, and it'll change a lot.
You talked so much last week about mental focus. Did you see that there? Was it sustained to any extent that you wanted to see?
Yeah, I think that was the best thing we did. I thought we were just really engaged the whole time as a team, from 1 to 14 and the staff. I just thought everybody was in it. Energy was contagious. I thought everybody, people that aren't our fans, came up to us and just said, gosh, we just really love the way you guys play and the energy, and we're Duck fans now. Even Texas fans, as we're playing Texas, says, wow, we're going to cheer for the Ducks. I mean, so I think they just really liked our style. And that's what I was a fan of. Again, the execution wasn't great, but I just thought our style of play, the way we acted, the way we carried ourselves, we can do a lot of great things if we continue to do that.
And what do you want to get out of this weekend?
We need to execute much better. I want us to become, again, it's about being consistent, right? So we had one weekend of that. Can that become a second weekend of that? And can it become a habit? So right now, over 2 days it was a habit. We need to make it another week of habits. And then just for us is that, okay, it's always easy to get up for your first match. You're looking so much forward to that. Okay, well, now it gets real, right? So the honeymoon period's over, right? First match is over, and the vert is over. So now you're playing. Everybody we play this year is tournament caliber and very good. So can we just keep responding and rising up every time?
What was going through your mind when that final point of that first match went through? You're getting your first win as a collegiate head coach.
Well, the last 2 points, I looked to our setter, August, and I said, set Brooke. So I think we had Ronica and Taylor, who are probably our two All-American candidates, and I looked to her and I go, okay, run this play so everybody's looking at them, and then set Brooke. And she goes, okay. And she does it, and Brooke just hammers the ball. And then the next one, we don't get as good of a pass, but the same thing, gives her the ball and puts it down. It was just one of those moments where it was just really clear, and you just knew she was going to come through for you. And so it was just very calm. And then when it happened, it's not even like a sigh of relief. It's just like, that's what's supposed to happen, and look at that. And everybody else can see that that's how it's supposed to be. So it was very cool.
I did see a video of you jumping around.
It was a stomp, okay? It was not a jump. My jump is much higher than that. It was a stomp. Okay, let's get that clear. If everybody needs to see me jump, I promise it's better than that. Okay, but yeah, it was just I was really happy for our team because they've been working really hard. They're putting in the time, they're putting in the effort, they're putting in the energy, and they've been very selfless. And so when you deserve to win, it's nice when you do. And we've deserved to win. So.
What did you see from Brooke Van Sickle? You drew up those 2 plays for at the end. What did you see from her overall on the weekend?
She was really fearless at the end. She started she was our most timid player to start the Nebraska match, and that was a big reason why we were down early, is because she was very unsure of herself. And then by the end, she was swinging harder than anybody else on the floor. So I think it was really cool just to see her confidence come through. I thought between her and Alex Honar, there wasn't 2 more confident players on the floor, those were the 2 that were probably that I weren't sure about going into the weekend. So what an amazing thing that is, to do that. And there were 7,500 people in our first match at Florida, and they were all cheering really loud. So to be able to do it in that environment against a top team, unbelievable.
So it sounds like nobody's giving you a hard time about the jump / stop.
Oh, just everybody, yeah. I think everybody's giving me a hard time about it.
Is there anything you're looking forward to having it be your first home match this weekend?
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited to see. Actually, I thought we got a little bit of our second match because we went from 7,500 fans to a couple thousand fans. And a couple thousand is nice, but it's not 7,500 with that same energy. So for us is, I don't know what kind of energy we're going to have in the gym. I hope our fans come out and support us. But how do we respond by supplying our own, right, intensity? And then last year we weren't a great home team and we were pretty good on the road. So for us, I want us to not be distracted when we're at home, and can we stay focused, and can we execute our game plans when we're home? We need to dominate Matthew Knight Arena, right? So.
Are there any tactics you're telling our girls how to not be distracted about home?
Yeah, I make them stay with me, right? So no, we have our serve and pass time, we have our game plan time. I want them to can't get my voice out of their head, so that they know they can't do anything other than just focus on what's ahead. No, and then just trying to get them in the same routine they've been in for practice, right? So hopefully we don't have much of a change there, so that they know this is just what we do. So.
After the Vert Challenge last year, the team won 11 straight matches, ending non-conference play and into Pac-12 plays. What do you think something similar like that is in store this year?
I think our schedule's even tougher this year. We did have Illinois last year in that run, and we played great in that, so that was a great match for us. But I think if we were to win 11 in a row, we're beating top 10 teams, a few of them. So, that would be pretty impressive. Can we do it? We can do anything, We're really capable of beating anyone at any time. And so we'll see what that looks like. But again, it's about consistently showing up every day. So who knows?
Thanks, Coach.